Radio Rahim with Joseph Spider-Man Parker. Spun yourself a victory tonight.
Yeah.
I gotta say, from the opening bell, I was a bit surprised. I don't think I'd be the only one. I haven't seen you really go after a guy like that, trading in the middle of the ring in quite some time. Why tonight did you decide that that was the tack to take?
As a smaller guy, and I think I mentioned it before the fight. You know, it's great to go out there and box and move, and you know, get the points that you want, but it's not really attractive and it doesn't really excite people. So I wanted to go out there and be more aggressive as the bigger man and take it to him.
He did have some shots. It's not like, you're fighting a pillow-fisted fighter. Did he hurt you at any point? Did anything connect that was serious?
No, not really. He connected a few shots, and I sort of like, damn, I shouldn't have got caught with that. But he was game. He came out and he was confident, and he wanted to beat me in order to step up. But I was fortunate to get the win. Very happy with the knockout. I think I rate myself maybe 50 or 60%. I know I could box a lot better, at distance, but I just got excited and got in too close. And when you're in close, my hands weren't really, the power, I'm too close, so it wasn't really effective.
Definitely saw you get hit with shots that we're not used to seeing you get hit with, but again, that's because maybe it wasn't so much boxing was the first thing on your mind. Was there ring rust involved as well? Was it a difficult fight for timing?
I think so. I mean, as much sparring as you do in training, all that, nothing beats being in the ring. And even if you look good in training camp and in the gym, it doesn't really. Sometimes you come out and you still have that rust of not being in the ring for a long time.
How much of what we saw tonight was really making a statement to the other heavyweights? Not that just that you're back, but you're back in game to exchange in the middle of the ring.
It was a good opponent to make a statement, and get a good knockout. But I know when I step it up, there's going to be, there's a lot of top heavyweights and it'll be harder fights. But it's just good to show them that I'm back and that I want to be involved in the big fights.
I know the big fights are what you want most, but it looks like everybody's kind of got a dance partner now. All these fights are being announced. Where do you see your next opponent coming from? And is there an elite fighter available now for Joseph Parker?
I think I'm just about being patient. Now that we've had this fight, it's about sitting down with the team. Eddie, there's Dave Higgins, there's Kevin. We just got to see who's available. Like you said, everyone's taking up, and maybe we'll fight the winner of one of the fights that are up and coming.
Well, of these up-and-coming fights, now that your table is clear, maybe we can put your analyst hat on just for a bit. We know that Usyk, Derek Chisora is up. How do you see that fight going?
Listen, I think it's a great fight. I mean, Chisora was on the second phase of his career and getting some good wins, but I think the skill that Usyk displays and also the movement, I think it will give Chisora a bit of trouble. We
know Dillian Whyte is a guy you know well. You want another bite at that apple for sure. Yeah. And it appears that Povetkin is on the card for him. How do you see that shaking out?
I see also another good fight, and I see Dillian being too strong for Povetkin.
Yeah. Too strong, like knockout too strong?
I think he'll eventually catch him. I think just being younger and Povetkin, the fight with Michael Hunter, it was a good fight, but I thought he lost that fight. But I think Dillian would just be maybe too aggressive for him and maybe too strong. Yeah.
And we know that Joshua now has Pulev ahead of him, coming off a win, getting his titles back. How do you see Joshua performing against Pulev?
Again, Joshua will be, Pulev will come game, and it's a fight that he won for a while. But Joshua will just be, we've seen him come back from losing to Andy Ruiz and putting a good display of boxing. Fighting from the outside. I think he'll just be too quick and too experienced.
And lastly, we heard today from Bob Arum that Deontay Wilder has officially exercised his rematch clause. We're going to see that apparently sometime in July. What happens, Joseph?
Hopefully his team makes some good adjustments, but I still see Fury, beating him. I think Fury was at 50%. Probably the last fight he was probably at 80. I think he can still step it up and improve and beat him again.
And obviously, your class, as any of the guys we just mentioned, of all these fights taking place, if you could pick to fight the winner of one of those matchups, which one would it be?
Usyk. Usyk would be a good fight.
How do you beat Usyk?
Take it to him.
Take it to him like you took it to him tonight?
Yeah, and just being more patient.
Well, we'll be patient and waiting to see you in the ring again. You've displayed some patience, but not tonight, man. You were all fire. It was an entertaining fight. Thank you for that. Congratulations on a good win. Radio Rahim with Joseph Spider-Man Parker.